Could you imagine Two Gay Nats, the felon?
Oh.
We would have to do our Two Gay Nats episodes from prison.
Oh my God.
Those would get a lot of hits.
We're not doing that.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another amazing, incredible, splendiferous episode of Two Gay Nats. I know it's going to be all those things. Well, my name is Matt Steele.
And my name is Matt Palmer.
We're going to tell you a story.
Yes.
Something that happened a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little traumatic for both of us. I think you were more traumatized than I was.
Yes, I'm sure I was. I wouldn't want to go to jail, so.
Matt Palmer and I got in a little bit of trouble with the law the other day. I was driving.
Take note of that, just so we can. Who was driving?
Okay, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's calm down about that. Let's not point fingers.
We're just highlighting the first line of the story.
I was driving and I was about to get on the highway and we were stopped at a light and I was like, oh no, this is Los Angeles. There's probably going to be traffic. Let me look and see the GPS on my phone what traffic is like. And I put I look like my GPS on my phone, I always put it on my steering wheel kind of. Apparently there was a friendly police officer next to us who apparently saw my phone on the steering wheel. For those of you responsible drivers out there, you should know that having your cellular device out is a no-no when you're driving.
In California.
In California, apparently it's not everywhere.
No, in Georgia, I swear I'm allowed to put the phone up to my ear while I'm driving.
That's insane. That is why the South is backwards. That's crazy.
Well,
I'm pretty sure in Jersey that's a no.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like common sense, no phone while driving. But I did it anyway. We're right next to the cop and everything.
He was shining a light at us, but we were listening to Kelly Clarkson at the time.
We were.
So we couldn't really hear what was happening. What's up with this cop?
And so we were just wait, is he pulling us over or is he trying to get behind us? I didn't really know.
It was
kind of tried scooching up a little bit and then he started flashing his lights and everything and I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure he's pulling us over. That's fine. Of course I'm in the wrong. I can admit my flaws.
Oh, that's not how he was at the time.
And so then we pulled over to a side street and as I was on the street, I find a spot to park in. I roll my window down and I stick my head out the window and I was just like, is this okay right here? Well, he ignored that question. I expect him to walk up to us and just be like, can I see your license and registration? Your phone was out and everything, but that's wrong. No.
No. That's not what happened.
He was a little short with us. He just started yelling and screaming. When you hear a cop talking to you through your window, you need to listen to him and da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, oh, I'm sorry, we didn't hear you. We didn't hear you in our car. We were listening to music. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were pulling me over. He just kept interrupting my sentences and...
Well, from my perspective, as someone who has dealt with policemen before, Matt Steele was very conversational. Oh no, our music was loud, we really couldn't hear you. Matt Steele wasn't portraying you're the superior here. I was just looking forward and I'm waiting for this to be over.
Okay, I was trying to friendly and pleasantly explain what was happening because I was trying to be as friendly and as pleasant as possible to show him we're not ruffians.
But to him, it felt he was being
rude,
combative or rude because he wasn't being yes sir, I'm so sorry. No, but it was just very it's how you talk to me, friendly, and he's not our friend.
Everything he was saying to me, it was I was being overly aggressive with him, which I wasn't.
It felt a little bit like you were making excuses. It wasn't I'm sorry, you're right.
Yeah, but I did say I am sorry, and everything. So it's not I was.
But the sorries were wrapped. Well, the sorries were wrapped in. I'm sorry, but I was really trying to look for the direction.
Wrapped in a really sweet, beautiful bow.
I don't know.
So then he asked me. He was just like, do you always act like this? How much have you been drinking tonight?
This is my favorite part. And that still goes, well, actually.
Hold on. I said, well, nothing. I actually don't drink.
But it came off well, actually, I don't actually drink. Mario can tell you, I don't drink. Isn't that great? It's just continuing the conversational tone, which was aggravating him.
I was just telling you my story. I love to express myself.
It's not a story. It's not a time to express. I was just thinking, maybe this is just how white people interact with cops. And so I'm going to sit here quietly, hands folded.
After he asked me if I've been drinking, he then goes, what about pills? What kind of pills? And I was just like...
He was just kind of like, I don't understand what you're not understanding about what I'm saying. And then he looked over at me and goes,
This is the climax of the
This is the
story.
climax.
He literally pointedly goes to Matt Palmer, you've been awful quiet this whole time. And that, at that point, my heart sunk and I realized, like, oh,
Yes.
that's what this is about.
I, being the passenger, was not being pulled over in the slightest. It was just very like, okay, black person in the car, what are you gonna do to piss me off? Are you gonna round me up like he did? And I'm like, no, I will not.
Yeah.
And he's like, am I making sense? Do you understand what I'm saying? And I just go, yes, sir. I understand. He understands.
That is when I saw, like, he is clearly trying to get a response
Right,
out of
he's
us.
trying to get a rise.
He's trying to get a rise out of us. And me, I'm just like, la 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 la. And Matt Palmer's just like, stuck.
Just like, do not interact. I have been reading the newspaper. I know how this
Yes,
ends.
we know what has been happening
and
in the world
I will
recently.
not be doing that.
He went back to his car, checked my license and registration, I guess saw that I was clearly a flawless citizen of the United States of America, and came back and was just like, well, I see, you know, you're from Jersey, and I don't know what the laws are like in Jersey, but in California, you can't have your phone out. And I was just like, in my head I was kind of just like, isn't that the law everywhere? But I guess not.
I'm glad he didn't say that.
I was just trying to be nice and show that, like, we are nice people.
No.
I guess that was just my ignorance from my white privilege. And because all the cops that I've dealt with were like the cops at my schools, like the cops at like my high school and everything, who were, you know, I was like a good kid and well behaved and everything, so like the cops were always nice to me there.
I think that is the lesson for all of us, yourself included. There's not people to converse with. These are not people to chit chat and make them know you're a good kid, because whether you're with a black friend or not, they could be in a bad mood that day. They're armed. Let's just say yes sir, no sir, and make this as quick as possible, because you weren't being rude, but he just was getting riled up anyways. So no conversing with cops is the moral of the story.
They don't want to hear
They
your
don't want to
story.
talk about it. They just want you to be like, you're right, I'm sorry, yes sir, no sir. I know that's not your natural inclination.
I know I'm very long-winded.
But the next time it happens, if I'm not there, I don't want you going to jail. I don't want to have to bail you out. They're like, I told you.
The thing is just like, it's just like, I am fully aware that what I was doing was wrong. Like, even though I was stopped at a light and not driving, I should not have had my phone on the wheel. I should have said, Matt, would you check your GPS on your phone?
Yeah.
So that is completely my fault. I understand why he pulled me over. But like, he was, the thing is, he was clearly just picking a fight with us. And when he directly pointed to Matt Palmer and tried to get a rise out of Matt Palmer, it's like, okay, we weren't born yesterday.
And it's like, I'm not doing this with you, sir. I will not play this game. We understand tonight.
Oof! He accused me of drinking and doing drugs.
Yes, but you were like, well, actually, I don't drink.
Whatever.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Comment below if you've ever had a run-in with a cop that didn't go the way you wanted. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
Subscribe, write your comments below, like us, and share this video with all your prison friends.
I know. And they'll be like, oh, I've been there.
And been there, you don't sass.
That's why they're all in prison. They're not
know.
bad guys. They just talk too much.
Don't talk too much, you'll wind up behind bars. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week with a brand new 2K Mats.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stay safe. Wear your seatbelts. Don't pull out your phone. Don't speed.
Don't speed.